Hello. A vicious practice which is spreading alarmingly amongst married couples in the southeast and seems to threaten the very basis of marriage itself. Tonight, Expose investigates. For a while, Kevin Pratt, who naturally wishes to remain anonymous, although naturally we're not going to let him, lived and participated in such a community where such a practice is rampant. Kevin, what happened on the night of the 2nd of August?
Nothing.
The 3rd of August, sorry.
Oh, well, you asked me to be on this programme. You said if I didn't come on the programme, you'd get the police round
Sorry,
my
what happened
house.
to you on the night of the 1st of August?
Ah, well, yes.
Yes, just tell us in your own words, please. They're on the autocue.
Well, we all met at one of the couple's houses.
I see, yes.
And there was a lot of drink.
What, Campari, Punta Mess, Creme de Menthe, Suze, Martini Bianco, Cassis, Grappa, Schnapps, Eau de Vie?
Beer, yes, that sort of thing.
What happened after these drinks?
Well, we all went into a back room.
I see. How were you dressed?
Pretty informally.
I see. Anybody wearing ties?
No, no ties.
So, no ties?
No, no ties.
And this so-called back room, was it a bedroom?
Well, yes.
I see. So there was a bed in it?
Yeah.
A big bed, a bed where people could go to bed on if they wanted to go to bed?
Well, yeah.
And in the bedroom there'd be a wardrobe where they could hang their clothes if they took them off?
Yeah.
And maybe a bathroom next door with a bath in where they could wash themselves if they'd taken their clothes off or been to bed?
Yes.
How many people were in this bedroom with the bathroom next door with the bidet in?
I don't know the exact number, but they were all married couples, you know.
I see, so both sexes.
Well, yes.
What happened?
Well, the hostess, she was a little bit tipsy, you know.
Drunk, yes.
Well, yeah, and she suggested that we all throw our car keys onto the bed.
The big bed?
Yes, and there was a lot of giggling, but eventually everybody did.
I see. What happened then?
Well, we each took a key,
Yes?
and then we swapped.
Swapped.
Swapped cars.
Cars?
Yeah, you know, some people got Cortinas, other people got Volkswagens. I ended up with rather a nice Rover 2000.
That was it?
Yeah?
There was no sex?
No? It seemed innocent enough, just swapping cars.
It seemed innocent enough, just swapping cars. One woman whose life has been ruined by the selfish activities of these car swappers is Mrs. Wrigley from Monotony in Surrey. We took our cameras down to Surrey to invade her privacy.
Mrs. Wrigley, what happened to you?
Well, my husband had been on at me to swap our car. I thought he meant get a new one. I never dreamt.
Take your time, Mrs. Wrigley, but just remember that film is bloody expensive.
I'm so sorry.
Not at all.
Well, the upshot was that we attended one of those parties. I had a beautiful Renault. My husband made me throw the keys on the bed. And the next time I looked, this blonde brassy lady was going off with my Renault. I was left with a bloody Ferrari. I still can't afford the insurance.
Cut the film, it's too bloody expensive with all this crying.
A vicious practice? Perhaps not. A marriage wrecker? Well, perhaps, maybe, hardly. But it is just possible that the activities of these car-swapping clubs could lead to, say, a simple misunderstanding over an insurance form, which could lead to a quarrel, perhaps becoming a fight, with people taking sides, becoming a street battle, leading to gang warfare with sectarian violence, bombings, shooting, retaliatory killings, eventually becoming all-out warfare, and finally, total nuclear war, which destroys the entire world. Not very likely, perhaps, but certainly worth worrying you with. Next week, we'll be looking at sex in the theatre and wondering whether the audience shouldn't wait until they get home. So until then, this is Mortimer Baboom in the Expose studio.